This is a John Deere 950M commercial zero-turn mower. It is a 60-inch cut, 27 horsepower Kawasaki engine, gas engine. This one does have the air tires and also has a fully suspension seat on it. I'm going to get on here and show you how to start it. So when I go to start it, it's got a key switch, it's got a manual choke, and it's got a throttle. So typically I will pull up a little bit on the choke and I'll take my left hand to start it. That way you can adjust the choke. Start. Put the choke back down. Now to engage, be able to drive it, you've got to have the park brake off. You can have the handles in, they won't go anywhere until you have the park brake on. Once you release the park brake, you can go forward and reverse. Left handle does the left wheel, right handle does the right wheel. Engage the blades. The yellow push button here will engage your blade. Back and turn it off. To do the height cut of the mower, you've got a foot pedal. It's got a lock up here on the top of the actual depth gauge. To release that, you would turn it clockwise, and whatever you've got it set on is where it's going to go. So we're going to adjust it to about 3.5.
And that drops the deck?
That drops the deck. Whatever number you got it to is where it drops it to. So I'm going to go up a little bit higher here because it looks like you're going a little bit higher. Let's go to 4. So if you want to, if you need to lock it back, you can go counterclockwise, push the pedal in and lock it, and it locks the deck up. Push in on the pedal and clockwise unlocks it. You do not have to lock it to use it, or you just leave it unlocked.
Does it float at that point?
It will float. It's a fully floating deck attached to the mower, so it will float. You can use, like if you were going and mowing and you had an obstacle that you needed to go over, you can manually push the pedal up and raise it up. You don't have to lock it. So if you need to go over something or go through a ditch or like cross the driveway and you wanted to raise it up, you could do that. The little rubber pegs here, that's just an option that they come with now. It's just to keep your feet just a little bit more of a foot traction thing, just to keep your feet against. This seat is a fully adjustable seat. It's got a weight, and it's just sort of a guide. But to raise it up and down, you would just turn the dial. It's got a little arrow here in the center to adjust it as far as how you want the ride to ride. It also slides forward and backwards too. The armrests are adjustable. You can turn clockwise to raise them up, or counterclockwise to let them down, depending on where you want them. I like to run them to where I can keep my hands on the armrest some.
How close should these bars be when you're driving?
So that's all personal preference. Some people like to go forward more. I personally like to have more room, that way when you go to reverse, you won't knock how much you got out. I like to have enough room where it's not hitting myself when I'm going to reverse. But to where, you know, it's not extending out so far, you just have to reach out here all the time. These handles are adjustable as well, so you can just fine tune them to the person, just loosen the bolts and nuts. The park brake always has to be on when you exit it or when you go to start it. It will not start. If the park brake's not on, the handles have got to be out, and if you go to, if you get off the mower with it running, the brake has to be on and the blades have to be off.
Does it have a kill switch?
It does have a kill switch, and if you get off of it with the blades on or the park brake not engaged, it will automatically just shut down. You can put the park brake on, shut everything, the deck off, and start it right back up, and it'll go. This is the 7-iron deck. It's basically 7-gauge steel, right at a 1/4-inch steel. Very durable deck. They use a press to press this sheet of steel out, so it's not a welded deck. A lot of the units are welded decks. Welded decks are fine, but wherever you have welds, you got more tendency to break. So with a stamp deck, you don't have those. You still got your brackets welded on for like your gauge wheels and your step, but the actual deck hole is not welded together. It's pressed and stamped out with a piece of 7-gauge steel.
How many belts is it using?
So this one has 2 belts on it. You have one run to the drive back to the back, and then one that runs the deck. They do have grease fittings. There's grease fittings on all 3 spindles. You got the 2 outside spindles, and then the center raises up to allow access to the center one. So there's alamites on each spindle, so you can grease those.
How often is that necessary?
Oh, around 8-10 hours is plenty. And you don't have to shoot a lot of grease in there, just a little bit. These front spindles are greasable also. I don't grease those, but maybe 2 or 3 times a year. If you put too much grease, it'll pop these caps off. It'll shoot them off there, so I don't put as much grease in those. Fuel tank fills from one side, one big tank. I think it's right at 11 gallons now on this. Fuel gauge is right here on the left-hand side. It's a manual gauge. It does run the Kawasaki engine. It's a twin-cylinder carbureted engine. This one does come standard with the weight kit as well, which helps from traction. This one does have the air tires. You can get it with the Tweel, the non-air tires as well. Roll bar is foldable. You can fold it back to get in tight spaces.
And basically this is just a pin lock?
It's a pin lock on each side, just like a tractor, but you just pull these pins out and let it down. Some people will run it in a half position here, it's kind of, and some people will fold it all the way down depending on what they're doing. But this is a full commercial mower.
Now in the lineup for this particular mower, where does it sit?
So this is the, you have the M's and R's now. The M is your good line series, basically your like an XLT. You can go to an R in several of the units now, which would be, has a few more comfort features on it, like the handles themselves has a hydraulic deck where you can push the electric over hydraulic, so you can raise and lower the deck with a push button, and it also has a kill switch for the PTO on those handles as well. It does come with that seat. The rubber stops on the floorboard now. This one's got it. The R's do too now. The biggest difference is with the hydraulic deck and the kill switch on the handles for the PTO. You still have to manually engage it on the side to engage it, but you can shut it down with the handles.
How long has this model been available?
Oh, these models come out, I believe, don't hold me to it, but I think it was 2016.
So it's been the same model since 2016?
It's been about 10 years.
Is it due for any kind of overhaul?
They're probably going to do a roll and change here before long with some model things. I'm sure they're getting close to it. So
But this is still a really good commercial.
These are good mowers. They've run for years, and basically since around 2003. A lot of this technology has been since 2003. So the deck, they've changed a few little things, but that deck, they've been using that deck on the commercial mowers since 2003. Kawasaki engine's a staple for them. That is a carbureted engine. You can get the in some of the bigger models now, you can get fuel injected, and they are the Briggs strap fuel injected engine.
Is there a lot of maintenance involved in this one?
No, change the oil, oil filter, air filter. It's got the Donaldson style air filter on it that lasts longer. Dual filter elements. It's got an internal and an external filter inside that unit. Very durable. All your commercial mowers are using a filter system very similar to that. External fuel filter, grease it ever so often. There actually is a maintenance chart, I think, right here on the side still. Raise the seat up. This seat is raisable. You gotta lift the lock up. And it tells you the service required for daily service, and then intervals are going to be located in your owner's manual. It does have a hydraulic reservoir for your hydraulic wheel motors and pumps. One fillable port. You just have to check it in one spot on this one, so makes it handy.
How often does that need refill?
I think it's recommended every 350 hours to change it in the filter. I think that's what it is.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it takes several hours to do that. These decks they're baffled really well. They're really open. You got a big open chute. That grass, it gets it up and it gets it out of that deck. One thing that deck does, it takes a lot to clog that deck because of where it's so open. And it has that big open chute, so it gets that grass lifted, cut, and out, so it doesn't clog near as bad. So that does help, and you can throw a lot of material in there, and it cuts really well in the thicker stuff as well.
So what do I owe you for mowing today?
Don't owe me nothing. I'll send you a bill.